Hey, welcome to Make It Monday. I'm Deborah Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. Each Monday I come to you with a project for the week to make, and this week we're making a bridge fold card using the Well Done bundle set. It is so adorably cute. I think you're going to really enjoy today's project. Okay, so this is the project that we're going to make today. It is a bridge fold card. Guys, I will tell you, the first time I saw a bridge fold card, I was like, there's no way. That is like a little miniature diorama scene. That looks super duper complicated. There's no way. I'm gonna move my camera up just a little bit. There we go. And straighten it out. I always tend to do that. There we go. It uses the Well Done bundle, and it is really, guys, super easy. If you've never made a bridge fold card before, I think you're gonna really enjoy today's project. Once I made them, every card after that, I wanted it to be bridge fold. So it's tons of fun. So what we're gonna do is, you don't need to worry so much about the instructions because I have them here printed. They're on my blog. You can grab the project sheet from my blog. Has the list of supplies and the measurements for today's project. So you can just pull that off and print it. Okay, so the card actually uses the Well Done bundle, and I really like this. This is an awesome set. It's on page, if you have the catalog, it's on page 94, 95, and it has an entire suite, and I'll show you the designer series paper that goes with it. That's adorably cute. But the bundle itself, the stamp set with the punch, super economical price, $31.50 in the United States catalog. All right, so I am going to bring my supplies over. So I do start off with a 4 1/4 by 8-inch piece of Pool Party cardstock. And what I did is I took my scoreboard. What you're gonna do is you're gonna score at 1 1/4, at 2 1/2, at 5 1/2, and at 6 3/4. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you're going to take your folds that you did, and you're going to do the inner fold lines, the score lines, you're going to fold it to the inside, and then you're going to burnish it. And then you're going to take the shorter score line and you're going to turn it to the outside. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then bring it back. And so it's going to make this kind of shape, kind of a U with little flaps. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of the Pool Party cardstock that measures 1 by 5 inches. And we are going, you know what, before I do that, I want to add my piece of the designer series paper in the back. And that actually measures 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. And we're going to put this at the back to give us our background scene. Hey guys, if you're here, I see some of y'all are on. If you're here, say hello so that I know that you're there. I thank you for joining me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, this is where the bridge comes into play. So I'm gonna take one end and I'm gonna place it here. I wanna bring it up a little bit so we can see the seam. And then I'm gonna put the other side, I'm gonna attach it to the other side here. And then I just kind of bring it back and forth. And as you can see, it just makes like a bridge, okay? So now we're gonna decorate, that's our card base. So we're gonna decorate with 2 pieces of the Calypso Coral Designer Series paper from the Well Done. And that measures 1 1/8 by 4 1/8. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna help hide a lot of that bridge that we built. We're only gonna have just a tiny little section. Okay, so we're gonna put it also on the other side here. And now we're just going to decorate with different pieces. So what I want to do next is I want to take and I'm going to cut out, I've already cut out some of the seaweed using the Sailing Home dies. Actually, they're called smooth sailing dies. One of the dies in there is a seaweed die. So I have pre-cut 2 in the Granny Apple Green and 2 in the Pretty Peacock. And we're just going to add those to each side to kind of pick up on some of the seaweed that's in the paper. So we're just going to put that, overlay them together. Now I've already done the other one, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the side. I'm going to glue the other one. And then what we're going to do is I also used from the Smooth Sailing die set, I used the label die, and I'm going to stamp my label using the Well Done stamp set. So I'm going to do my sentiment in Pretty Peacock. Get my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And this sentiment says, "You're kind of a big deal." All right, I'm just going to set that aside and let that dry for just a minute. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do my whale. Now, I don't know if you have done the ombre technique, but it is super duper cool. So what you do is, I could do where I could just stamp it all in Pretty Peacock, or I could stamp my whale all in Night of Navy, but I'm going to do kind of where it has like a variegated effect that I think is really cool. So I'm going to start with my Pretty Peacock. We're going to do the base in that. You always want to start with your lighter color. And then we're going to take a sponge dauber and we're going to ink up with the Night of Navy, and then I'm just going to gently tap along the edge. I'm going to do that a couple times, and then I'm going to stamp. And what it does is it creates kind of this variegated effect where it will have the Pretty Peacock at the bottom, at the base of it, and with just a little outline of the Night of Navy to give it a really cool look. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my whale punch, I'm going to unlock it. I like these punches, they're really nice, these lock punches. Then you can just close them up and makes for easy storage. All right, so I'm going to punch out my whale. And then I'm going to add him onto the back of my scene with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Just going to put him right there. And then I'm also going to add my sentiment with the Dimensionals. All right, we're going to put that on the front. And we are almost done. Now, I was telling you I wanted to show you that really cute paper from the Well Done stamp set. So, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a turtle from it. So I love the different patterns that come in this Well Done. Just so many cute patterns to use. And I took this and I already cut out a sea turtle so that we can add a little element on there. Now, if you didn't want to stamp the whale like I did, you can also there's a couple of sheets that you can actually punch out the whale from the paper itself to make it easier. So I'm going to add on my little sea turtle with a dimensional. And then I think it just needs a couple of little things, so I'm going to add some pearls to look like some little bubbles are coming up on the side over here. we go. All right, so when I actually cut out this section of the designer series paper from my background, I actually had a piece left over. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna throw it away because I don't really need it, right? And then I thought, no, I can use it for the back. I can put something on the back. So what I'm gonna do here is I took another piece of the 2 7/8 by 4 1/8, but in the Whisper White. And I'm going to stamp a little birthday sentiment on the back. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So that's what it's going to look like when we're done. We're going to add the extra piece that was left over from the other background piece, and we're going to stamp the sentiment and some cute little fishies from the stamp set. Now to help me gauge where I want to line everything up, I'm just going to set this here. I'm not going to actually adhere it just yet because if I make a mistake, I may need to turn it around and use that section. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment, hoping all your birthday fishes come true. And then I'm going to stamp some fish in the Calypso Coral. Pull in some of those colors in there. All right. I feel good that that turned out well, so I'm going to go on ahead and adhere that paper on to the bottom there. And we're going to finish up this card. And add this to the back. And our card is done. If you have never made a bridge fold card, I encourage you to try it. It is so much fun. Now you're probably guessing, okay, so that's all nice and great and everything, but how am I going to mail it? Okay, the beauty of bridge fold cards is you just gently push it down and it lays flat. Stick it in your envelope and it's good to mail. Now guys, if you have anybody who would be interested in the Make It Mondays that I have each week, or interested in this particular video, I would love if you would share with your friends. And if you do, let me know that you've shared, and I will draw somebody next week and I will actually mail you one of these cards. So, but you do need to let me know that you share because Facebook isn't always friendly about telling me who shared, and so I can't really see that. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to crafting with you again next week. If you want to stay up to date on my upcoming events, make sure you join my email newsletter. And guys, we will see you next week. Take care. Happy stamping till next time.